So when you say exercise, like what's your approach? Are you like now bodybuilding? Like, is it?
Because I'm super lazy, I want to get shit done. When I'm in the gym, just massacre me. I mean, I don't want to, but this is not an area of my expertise, so I rely on smarter people. I have a physiologist called Max Lugavere, which is probably the best one in this country, who helps me with the workout plan and stuff. And I have a personal trainer who's like a beast. But when it comes to muscle building, I do only up to 80% of what I'm capable of every time. Because if you want to do the amount of exercise that I do, the restitution or the recovery is for the last 20% is too big of a... It takes too long, so I wouldn't be able to do the same exercise the next day or the next day again. So I do 80%, 85% of what I'm capable of every time I go to the gym, and I do 1.5 hours of rigorous muscle training with machines or lose weights or whatever. My friend Yannick does it with me, and he just says what I have to do. That's fine. So that's like 2 or 3 hours a week, and the rest of the time I do my newest obsession, which is I never thought I ever was going to say this because I usually hated people who do this. I mean, genuinely from the bottom of my heart, good old-fashioned hate to people who run. They're the worst, right? They're just the worst. Only succeeded by 50-year-old bikers. Like, not bikers, but you need bicyclists and their Lycra outfits. It's a big thing here in Denmark. And it's the most obnoxious thing ever. Running is the second most obnoxious thing. So that's me now. And I think a big part of doing this longevity and doing all this is also swallowing both your pride and your own words. Because I've even written down this stuff. I mean, it stands, in all eternity. It's written in a book. It's set in a box. I can't go. So now I'm just, yes, I was wrong. And now I just did a half marathon 2 weeks ago. I'm going to do a marathon next year. And I don't say I'm joking when I say I hate myself, because I don't. I think it's amazing that I'm capable of it. But if you told me 3 years ago that I was going to do this, I would have just slapped my face. So that's where it is. But I found my little area of I love running, and I'm good at it, and it doesn't hurt, and I feel great, and it's actually the mind thing mostly. I mean, it just clears everything. The resilience that comes with it is just, and the barrier I can do wherever we don't have children, so we travel a lot, and no matter if I'm in a hotel in France or in Iceland, I just have my shoes. Fuck it, off I go. It doesn't. There's no equipment needed. I need to find a gym, or can I get a day pass? And it's just, I can't be bothered. This is just getting it done. And I do that almost every day. I actually bought my running shoes today, and because I want to run after this. Amazing. I feel like that's, I need to get out and do that. So I do that. But I'm no saint. It's not like, again, if I can be interested in if I can find my area of exercise that I like, then I think everyone can, because it was so unfathomable that I could find exercise that I genuinely liked. That was so not on the scene.
Had you exercised like earlier in life,
no
20s, 30s? No.
Maybe in my 30s, I did an experiment with my body as well. Oh my God, I wish I could show the photo. I actually did like a 3-month experiment. Again, I like experiments. I love extremes. So when I was 30, there was like a woman called Anne, who was like a celebrity trainer, and she took one and 3 of my friends as well. We were 4 people. 3 months of time, we did the rigorous exercise, we only had like skir and no fat, and the old school healthy, that we now know today is probably not that healthy, but we were 30, so it was fine. And I completely rearranged. I mean, I looked like a bodybuilder, but it was fun, but obviously not very sustainable.
Yeah.
And also I lost it over because it wasn't a sustainable way of doing it. So yeah. But other than that, just for the looks. When I was single, obviously, I went to the gym and did it's fine.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
That's my
That's your approach.
that's my approach.
Just getting the guns, getting the
Whatever.
the chest, you
The
know.
Dialed in.
Yeah.
Because I'm not an athlete and I hate running, and I'm also not.
Do you hate running, or just you hate the concept of running? Because I also hated running.
Well, I agree with you that there's a mental hurdle.
Could you, for my sake, just give it a shot? Maybe. Because we're kind of the similar stature, whatever, kind of same mindset.
You look like an ectomorph. Like, what is that? The thin type, like skinny.
Yeah. I guess I have my old personal trainer said I had very skinny. Not skinny. I have very skinny bones, which made me perfect for bodybuilding. I'm like, what does that mean? No, because it means that when you put on the muscle, which is the same capability as everyone else, it looks much more impressive when you have the skinny bone. So he said, I was a perfect candidate for bodybuilding, which is such a weird flex, but I really enjoy saying it now. I really love saying that now. But I mean, muscle mass obviously has some correlation with longevity, but I think muscle strength is undervaluated and probably much more interesting. And I think VO2 max, for me at least, is I mean, it's not a problem for me to maintain muscle mass because I eat so protein rich and you know.
You're still weight training.
Yes, exactly. Still do it, but not a lot. But the VO2 max, I think in my age and coming in the next 10, 15, 20 years, is going to be hard to maintain a VO2 max around 50, 55.
Do you measure it?
Yes.
Wow.
And it's going to be hard to maintain that without always knowing that you need to do some kind of cardio kind of exercise almost every day. I think so.
I probably don't do enough cardio.
I used to only also do also in the beginning of this experiment, like the 3 years I've been doing this, I almost only did like hard, like weightlifting. And the thing is, Mass told me this, my physiologist, like it's lungs, it's heart, and it's muscle. Like those are the three main ingredients of a healthy body. And each of them represent a Fläskehals. I don't even know that word in English. It's like a bottleneck. There it is. So each of these are a bottleneck for the other two. So if two is perfect and one is not, then the lowest level kind of sets the bar for everything. I think
that's what's going to kill you.
Yeah, that's the one that's killing you. Just stab me right in the eyeballs. For me, it was like both lung and capacity and heart, because I had like a nice muscle amount, whatever. So I started working on those other two. And the fun thing was, the second I started working on like zone 2, like really low intensity on the bike, my results in squats and all these like hardcore old school bodybuilder, those results like went up immediately. Like I'd lift so much more, but I haven't touched a weight. And so everything kind of clicked there. And like, it's not just what you feel. I feel a little more. No. You need to have a plan. You need to have a plan for both. You need to do intervals. You need to do like something high intensity training. You need to do some low intensity training. You need to lift some weights. And if you only want to do one of those things, don't. Just do 20 minutes of each then. I mean, or 20, 10, whatever. It's like all the pillars of longevity, as you know as well, like sleep and exercise and diet. Instead of doing a lot in one, I would always recommend spreading it out on all three, just less. I think that's also much more palatable in some way to do a little bit with the sleep, a little bit with the food, a little bit with the exercise, instead of just going all in one area. And it's not it doesn't work as well in my experience in myself.
Yeah. No, it makes a lot of sense. I definitely, I probably lean. I mean, I think it works for me. Like my biomarkers are all good. I haven't tested my VO2 max in a long time, but I do primarily focus on like the bodybuilding like side of things, strength and stuff like that.
And especially now that you're in your 40s, I think it would be interesting to check your VO2 max, also to see if it declines over time, because that's like an area that it's quite easy to build up again. It's not that big of a deal, but you know, it's just hard to do, because if you don't want to do the running, if you don't want to do the biking, you don't want to do the long, hard. My pro tip is always in the wintertime, get like a bike, like a whatever, like home trainer or just a regular exercise bike. I set it in front of my TV in the living room, and then I say to myself, I can only watch those really nerdy sci-fi series, which are the ones I love, Foundation, Alien Earth, all that stuff. I'm obsessed. I can only watch that while biking. So I'm like, well, and if there's like 3 new episodes, I'm just gonna have to bike like 3 times 50 minutes. There's just no way out. I mean, and it really works for me because I just put I put kind of barrier up and say, if you want to come past that, you need to do this, and I think that works for me. So I bring that out in the wintertime. In the summer, I run. I think that's going to be my plan, but I don't know. Let's talk in 6 months. It can be complete. I'll be like a vegan Buddhist sitting, and it's just, I need to like stay clear of EMF and turn off this router, and it's going to be stuff like that probably.
Yeah, you're going to be hating running. My knees have never hurt more. Yeah,
I just removed both my knees. I'm an amputee now, so that's definitely happening. So just take it with a little of,
Yeah. Hey, if you liked that video, you need to check out this one here, and I'll see you there.